Okay, hello, good evening, and welcome to this Seat of the Pants production about messenger bots. So let me just check that I'm going out because I'm not 100% sure that that's happening. So let me just wait for this to catch up. And actually, I'm just going to refresh that because it's not even in sync. Right, there we go. Yes, I think we are. Okay, hello, good evening, and welcome. And that is working. And we seem to have pictures, so that's fantastic. Okay, so let me get rid of that. Okay, it says it's wibbly, but hopefully it isn't. Okay, so this is about messenger bots and basically about not being, part of the noise, basically, and how we would do that. Now, it's also going to be based on a particular tool, which I've lost, which you can... no, I've lost it. Which you can get from here, clickjustclick.com/LukeBots. Okay, but I'll come to that in a minute. That's the tool I'm using, and you can own it too, which is the good thing. So, let me make sure... actually, it looks a bit big. Let me just bring that in a bit. Make sure you can see it all. There we go. Can we see the bottom? Yeah, kind of. Okay, so don't just tell me your name, but tell me, what you hope to get out of, tonight. Basically, where you are with your bots and that kind of thing. Okay, so we have, and sorry, the chat's just by the YouTube video somewhere. Actually, let me just pop that out as well so that I can see it more often. How do I do that again? I always forget how to do that. In the control room. Oh, there it is. Right, let me just pop that out. There we go. That's better. Okay, good. Yeah, great. So here's the chat. Oh, especially if I had the cursor in the right place. So it's somewhere, I think, on the right of the video for you. But anyway, you'll find it hopefully. So just type in the chat as I say who you are and where you are with your bots tonight. So we've got some people in the house. We've got Dean. He's doing a lot of training on the on bots at the moment. Good. Ruth heard a lot about them. She hasn't started. Mary has played with ManyChat, so that's good. Ricky's thinking about it, hasn't really done it yet. Jenny is again another ManyChat experimenter. Roland is using Monkey. Oh, Monkey. Yeah, another one you mean, Mobile Monkey, what it's called. Yeah, and Richard is thinking about it, and Pierre, a French name, he's used, I don't know that one, query, I don't know how to say it actually, Querio bot or something, but it's probably, another thing like ManyChat. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's good. So some of you play with it, some of you haven't, some of you are thinking about it, some of you are not thinking about it. So we've got a full spectrum of people. So let me just ask a more probing question, I guess, which is, what do you hope to achieve with your if you get into messenger bots? What do you hope to achieve? Because most of you heard something about them. Some of you have used them. Presumably for different things. Let me know. What we're using them for. I'm just going to take my jumper off because I'm really hot. So just 1 second while you type that in. Give me a second. That's better. Sorry, my jumper was way too warm. Right, okay, so let's see what we've got in. So, sorry, where are the questions? There we are. Okay, so Ruth is saying to get more subscribers. Okay, so sort of lead gen and audience, I guess, yeah. Mary is to get people to her webinars and things like that. Yeah, fair enough. Ricky wants to sell more. The answer I was expecting from most people. Jenny is hoping that that it will help her to sell more. Graham's hoping to do affiliate stuff with it somehow. I'm not sure how he's thinking of doing that. Exactly. It sounds like a good idea. Paul is hoping to sell more, and Malcolm is hoping to use it for lead gen, and we missed did that one. I'm not sure which ones I've missed now. Anyway, but I think that's a fair enough cross section. Okay, so a cross between selling more and lead gen and kind of relationship building, that kind of thing. That seems fair enough. Okay, so how would we do that, and what's wrong with the way everybody else is doing it at the moment? So the basic problem is that most people are just doing what they normally do when they try and sell something, which is to say, buy my stuff. It's cheap, 10% off, buy my stuff. 30% off, buy my stuff. Have you bought my stuff yet? You need to buy my stuff. Okay, so that's kind of the level that most people operate at. Whereas, I did the webinar last night about the 9 conditions that need to be ready for buyers, and one of those involved one of the hurdles being that people can need up to 16 touches, or in other words exposures, or seeing of you, before they have the confidence or the clarity or whatever to buy, or maybe they're just not ready right now for whatever reason. Just saying buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff doesn't really work. You'll get some low-hanging fruit, hopefully, not necessarily always, but it won't be very much. I think the last figure I saw was 3%, I think it was, although I think actually it's 1%. So 1% are ready to buy right now. That's the low-hanging fruit kind of people. If you're lucky, you're not always going to get the 1% in the lump of people that you manage to hit that time. It might be that you don't meet them for 3 campaigns, and then maybe you get 10% of them all at once, but and then the next campaigns they'll average out, so that you're going to get no sales and no sales, maybe 1 sale, no sales, 3 sales, no sales, 10 sales, it goes. So that's the trouble with low-hanging fruit. It's you really are waiting for it to kind of drop off the tree. So to do better than that, we need to really build this relationship with people, keep on top of their attention and help them until they're ready to buy. So how do we do that? Well, the messenger bots are an ideal way of doing that, so long as we're not just using them to do buy my stuff, buy my stuff. So the big question, of course, then is what actual content, what messages, what actions, whatever, what messaging are we going to use in order to do that? Okay, and that's the big $1 million question. Okay, if you're with me. Okay. So Paul's saying he hadn't thought of that. So in the old school world, when you walked into a shop, physical brick and mortar shop, the salesman would be able to talk to you about a number of things, and they'd work out what you're ready, and they might ask what you're going to do with it, and what you wanted, and what you needed, and what you already had, and whatever, and just get to know what's going on. And usually if we have a favourite shop, it's because we tend to have some kind of conversation with them, about about the topic. So it's not just a supermarket. You walk in and you hand over your pound and you walk out with your Mars bar. In a good shop, there's more to it than that. So the question is, how do we do that? With a chatbot. So one of the shortcuts to answering this question is to talk about FAQs and SAQs. So, yeah, Mary's saying, what's an SAQ? Okay, I'm coming to that. So the FAQ, you probably, most of you know, is frequently asked questions. So that's, very common questions that people have that need to be answered. But then the more interesting thing is a thing called SAQs, which is should ask questions, which is if they knew more about the topic, or they were ready to do something, what else would they need to know? Maybe they don't want to know it, but what else would they need to know, or what else should they know, or what would really help them to achieve the results they've got? So it's that old thing of you don't know what you don't know, at some point, and then you find out that there are things you don't know, and then you need to you don't know them, and you can find them out. Talking like riddles now, but basically, at some point you don't know what you don't know. You don't know the questions to ask. You don't know what's involved. Things have never occurred to you or come up or experienced, or you didn't know that there were those kind of issues. So the should ask questions are basically helping people to cover those. So they're good good sources of content. Certainly when people are into the topic a bit more, when they're not total newbies, these are good things. And if they're more advanced and you want to go into detail, then that's the there's a couple of things to try. But the other thing is the client journey, which is basically where they are today and where they want to be at a certain point. And the problem is that there are various things in the way. So there are actual obstacles which will get in their way, and there are actually skills that they don't have right now which they will need to know, and information as well. And even when it's going well, it might be trickling along, then they're going to need to know how to have how to grow that, and how to have success with it. So maybe they can get the ball rolling, but how do they get it rolling really well? And the big problem is that there won't be just a couple of these, there'll be a whole bevy of these, and also they may not be in any particular order, and the path to them may be completely zigzag in where they come across it. And different people will be at different positions along this thing. So somebody might be right at the end here wanting to do growth and success, and then somebody here might be just starting out and not have any sales or any content or any whatever it is, and then some people will have all the skills they need, some people have none of the skills they need, some people will have maybe half the skills they need. So the different people will be at different stages in this client journey, and these are all issues that a beginner would face, but they're not necessarily the issues that somebody more advanced would experience. So the problem is that who are we talking to, and what skill level are they at, and what skills and obstacles and growth and success issues do they have? So this is part of the problem, with how we target them, and deciding who we're talking to, and what level they're at, and what we're talking to them about. And the messenger conversations are going to be are going to have to cope with this as well to some extent. So the great thing about the messenger bots, though, is we can branch people off, and we can have a sequence for newbies, we can have a sequence for advanced people, we can have a sequence for super advanced people. So our first job probably is going to be is to how we filter those out to get them into the right sequence. So you know, not surprising, there's going to be a sort of tree of stuff that we need to go down. So I want to make this you know, more practical rather than theory. So I'm going to pick an example. I'm going to pick you know, one of my own things, because you know, we haven't spoken yet, and you know, you haven't told me what your issues are. But if you've got questions, by all means, absolutely, you know, post, you know, your you know, questions and niches and whatever, you know, in the chat box. Okay, but you know, for speed, I'm just going to talk about one of the things, you know, that I'm doing. So I hate doing you know, the thing that we're talking about, because it feels like, you know, it's a magician showing how he pulls the rabbit out of the hat. But because of the time involved, this is the quickest thing for me to talk about. So and also, if you're going to buy, you know, this thing that I'm using tonight, and you're going to buy the agency thing, you know, this conversation will be useful to you, because this, as an agency, this is the questions that you're going to have to ask as well. And also, this does actually apply to, you know, a large amount of marketing stuff. You know, it's always going to have the same kind of thing. So what do you think the main roadblocks are in Messenger funnel? So if you want to type in there, you know, what you think your you know, first issues are. Let me get the questions. Oops, I'll put them down there. Let me get the questions up. So we have Mary saying what questions to ask. John is saying how to get people to the, you know, the messenger thing, the funnel, which is a very good point. So that's, yeah. So that and the content and the questions that they need to be answered from who is it? From Mary. And Jenny is saying, you know, how to filter and branch, you know, them out. And Graham's got a good one. Is how to convert them. So he's going straight for the money there. So that's good. Okay. So so the first one is, you know, how to get people to it. Okay. So it's one thing. Another part of that, which is probably worth separating actually, is how to get them to subscribe, because that's, you know, slightly different. So it's a bit like getting them to lead gen, but then, you know, how do you convert them to opt in? Okay, so actually I could just call that opt in. And then you know, filtering was a good one. You know, how we segment them, you know, easily without doing a whole heap of work. And I'll just copy that up. Actually, we need a few more than that. And then the other one is, well, you know, I guess, you know, where is all this content coming from? And B, you know, is the actual tech of how we actually do all this. And then let's put, was it Graham? Graham's one in, yeah, about conversion, you know, and how we close them, and the branches for closing. So we've got 6 main things we want to kind of cover here. So traffic, opting in, segmenting, where the actual content comes from, all the technical things about doing this, and converting them. Okay, so that's six very good things. So that makes sense. Okay, so do you have any suggestions as to how we could get people, you know, how we could get people to there? Okay, so that's one thing. So let's have a look. So yeah, Jenny's got a great one. She's saying do some various words for it, but, you know, basically do some link bait content for it, and get people into the content series. Paul's got a good one, which is, you know, a gift, to give something, you know, away, the kind of classic, you know, kind of, you know, gift and reward kind of thing. And Flynn's saying advertising, so yeah, that's absolutely, paid ads is another way we could do that. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So Richard's got a very interesting one, which is locker gates. So yeah, you can have content or whatever up there, even on videos now, and you can get to a certain point, and then you can ask them, to to do something or to subscribe, to get the rest. So it's different to a gift because they're getting a reward immediately, and you're proving to them that you've got the stuff that they're interested in, and then if they want the rest, then basically they're going to do something, and doing something could be to opt in into the messenger bot or click a certain button on the messenger bot. And if you'll hear from either the 2 emails I sent out I recently in the last couple of weeks, I had some very good messenger experiences which did these kind of things in various ways, and they work really well, and I explained them in the email. But it was not just a novel way of doing it. It was a very well engineered and thought through way of doing it, and the whole experience was just kind of seamless, which is why I'm excited about messenger bots, and maybe you are too, because it gives us a new way of reaching people. Okay, anyway, so there's some good suggestions here. The locker gate was an interesting one. Classic gifts, the locker gate. I forget who it was who said about the content now. Content parts, because my typing's gone nuts and it won't fit. So let's just do that. Let's bring that down a little bit. Somebody said again, I can't remember who it was now, but paid ads certainly. All of the normal traffic generation methods will work with this. It's a little bit different because the audience can interact, and that gives us a unique opportunity to do something with the traffic, to make them feel part of it. Anyway, we'll see this in a minute because I'll do an example. Obviously what we're giving them and what level that is and how far they want to go down the road, that's going to help us to segment those people. It's very easy in this thing I'll show in a second to kind of tag and segment people, not cement people, and that sort of thing. And then we'll come to the others in a minute. So okay, so we've done that. So let's have a quick look at the tool, and then I'll do the bit that I want to do, which is the kind of the story behind it. So the thing that we're using tonight, or the thing that I'm showing you tonight, I should say, is the thing called Inboxer. So it's without the E. It's from Luke McGuire, and it's a very cheap front end, about 40 quid. If you want the agency version where you get 20 resale licenses kind of thing, then that's about 200. There's another OTO with training, and there's another OTO with ready done templates, so you don't even need to think about the templates if you don't want to. I think you do better if you do what I'm suggesting tonight, but anyway, but if you want a kind of ready done thing for speed that you can edit and customize, then there are ready done templates. So one really great thing about this is it works on Facebook, but it also works on Twitter, okay, which is quite amazing. So you can put it on both of those places. And the other thing which is very cool, which you probably expect, is that you can put it on your website. And this is really cool because it means that you can convert any website, any web page into an interactive thing. And it's very nice that it knows, if you're logged into Facebook, it knows who you are already. So it really makes it feel personal. When they chat here on your website, it's actually going to appear in your messenger, and any of the actions and the buttons or whatever will work from here and connect them into your messenger sequence, so that in Inboxer it's all going to come up here. So this gives you a great overview of what's going on and how successful it's being. And there's something very important. And the when you start to connect with people and they actually have human questions, you can go to the live chat mode right within Inbox, so you don't have to go back to Messenger. And is that going to come up? Oh, sorry, I haven't selected a page. Hang on. So obviously, because it can work with loads of pages, you need to tell it what page you're on. Okay, so hopefully now it may do this. I don't know why that isn't happening. So it could be a combination of everything. But anyway, so what should happen is we'll get the the messages here, which will look a lot like the messenger thing, but you get a little bit more history in it. So it's launch night. There's probably thousands of people playing with it. Maybe my connection might not be great, so I don't quite know why it isn't happening fantastically. It worked earlier. But this is live, so there we go. So there we go. So let's go back to. It looks like we are on the dashboard, maybe. But anyway, okay. So the hub's working. Let's see if we get the live chat again. Okay, it's come up now. Okay, so all the people you talk down here, you can filter by people, and it shows you how long ago you spoke to them, and then the whole conversation is right here. So yeah, it's all very neat that you can talk to them right here. In the thing, and I think you can even send them kind of this is not exactly canned responses, but these are the sequences. So these are the message bot sequences that you could send them with the options that you've done. Okay, and I'll just show you the message hub. So when they first join the page, you can send them the welcome message. So you can see here in the mimic that this is what happened. You have pictures and videos and audios, whatever you want, and you can give them the text, and then you can give them options, and then that's a button. You can have number of buttons, and then they can go off to different messages or different sequences, or whatever you want like that. You can also use trigger words. So I'm going to try one. It's been very sluggish at the moment. Anyway, here we go. You can do various trigger words here, so actually it's easier to see that in the other view, but anyway, but these are the campaigns that you can have with the trigger words. So I just click to go into it. So the trigger words for this one, I don't know what the trigger word for that one is actually. That might be a spare one. Let me just go back. Let's just have a look at that one. In fact, it doesn't show you the word, does it? Anyway, that's interesting. Anyway, so this one was actually on the word resource. It's another view to show you this, and then it will send this sequence of messages, and you can see that you can add any content you want in here. You can add text, images, text buttons, images, and lists with an image as well. So the lists are kind of up and down pictures as opposed to the kind of image links with the kind of left and right one. Sorry, that wasn't a very great explanation, but anyway, but they all kind of look a bit different. But you can do text and images and other stuff, and you can do links and audio and video as well. So to see the keywords, it's actually easier to see them from I've lost my keyword thing now. I had that earlier. Hang on, where's that gone? Oh, it's under bot training. Okay, is it under? Yeah, I don't know what it's called, bot training anyway. Anyway, so is that the place? Hang on, I might be in the wrong place. No, that's the page thing. Okay, it wasn't that one that I want. It's maybe it is that one. I didn't think it was though. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to select the page again. Hang on. Right, there we go. That's because I changed pages. I had another view, so I only bought this today as well, so I'm not an expert with it, but I did just have it down there. Oh, there's the comment response. Okay, so I was looking for that earlier. when people do subscribe, you can see things about them, like, you know, who they are, what their picture, where they are, whether they're male or female. Why have I lost the viral content? That you can actually find hot content and pictures, and then, you know, you can search the pictures and then post those as content. I don't know why I've lost my keywords. Anyway, somewhere there's another view of the keywords. I don't think it was that one. I think that really is training, isn't it? Maybe it isn't training. Well, maybe it is there then. Oh, hang on, let's go back there. But I should have a list of the keywords, that's all. Oh, there we are. So, oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So, so it's not really bot training. That's a really misleading heading there. So this is actually the start. Oh, they mean training the bot, not training us. Okay, sorry. So to train the bot, so these are the keywords. So you can have it. The keyword either actually, you know, is all the word, or it starts with or ends with, or just contains. So contains is the easiest thing. So when I've gone on to contains, you can see that I've done, you know, a couple of words here. Live stream and webinar. I didn't actually do a third one. I don't know where that went. Anyway, that gave me a good opportunity to do this. So it was resource 1. Oops. That's the keyword I want them to type in, and I'm going to send them. I did do the sequence. There we are. Let's activate that, and let's save that. And when that happens, I want to, you know, be told, or I could assign them to another sequence, or they could unsubscribe if it was, you know, the word was stop. We could put that in. I presume that's already in there. Anyway, so now when they type in resource 1, all that will happen there. And yeah, you saw me add the keyword like that. So the other one that I saw was, where was that? Was that under lead generation? Yeah, so under lead generation comment response. So we're on this fan page, and actually, rather than all the posts, I wanted a particular post. So, oh, hang on, refresh post. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Sorry, right. So refresh post. So there we are. So this is the one that I wanted. So I've asked them to comment on the post. So I had that. Yeah, no, not that one. This one. So this is the post. I've asked them to comment on this post. So when they comment down here, I want something to happen. Okay. So let's go to the right window. There we go. So that's the post that I want. And yeah, we can jump to it just to verify that that's really the one, and it is. And so when they do any comment, you know, do this, so it might be, you know, oh sorry, resource 1 is what we want. Actually, I'll put OK. I've done resource 1, the other one, and then you know, then you can type in, yeah, whatever it is. I'll send that to you on Friday, okay, or whatever. Yeah, you want to do. So any, you know, when they comment on that post, then it will trigger that sequence, and that's great. Okay, that's absolutely great, because otherwise they have to actually message you, you know, via the messenger button and bring up the messenger window and all that, and that's you know, quite a lot to ask people to do. It's difficult to explain, but asking people to just comment below to get the thing, then, you know, then that's easy. So let's just see if that's going to work. So I type that in, and with any luck it might come up. I wonder if I saved that. Oh, hang on, was that coming in then? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's me commenting. I don't know when it will auto reply exactly. Let's just see if I have saved that. Allegedly I have. Let me just make sure I click save. Okay, so in theory, when I type OK on that post, it should bring me up, you know, the message. But I don't know quite when it will do that. There could be a 10-minute delay, and also there is a message limit. But anyway, the other word there is if they do resource 1, which is for the one I've set up with the keyword, then that should also do that. So with luck, although this is live and it is launch night, and that's me going in, and then hopefully one of those will trigger the message or the message sequence. So OK should be just the message, and resource 1 should be the message sequence. So I don't know if that's going to work right now, but it's supposed to spring into action anyway. We'll see what happens in a minute. Oh yeah, sorry, that's for the page, not for the post. Okay. Oh yeah, in fact, yeah, so that's a good point. I think the resource 1 keyword would have to be in the messenger, so maybe that's the old way. So let me just put that in there. So my instructions are wrong, if that's true. So they need to send a message of resource 1. There we go. Okay, so that's triggered the sequence. So there we go. So that's what I did. The message, the picture. Then there's a button here saying, are they happy that that it's coming on Friday, or that they will still want it, and they click yes, and then they can get a message back. Right there. So the keyword 1 is if it's in Messenger. Sorry, I got that confused. So, and then it should put the the last answer down there in a minute. I don't know why that's taking its time. As I say, it's launch night, thousands of people using it. So there'll probably be a few little teething problems. Anyway, so that's if they if they actually, there we go. Oh no, hang on, it hasn't done it yet. Anyway, we'll see what happens. That's if they actually send a message. And there it is in the on the page itself. But the OK one should have happened, so I don't quite know why that isn't happening. So as far as I know, that should be it. I don't know what the tick box does actually. Anyway, but there it is. So if they type OK, it should do that. So these are all the posts on the page. And I don't know what the... Oh, okay, sorry. Then we need... Okay, that's a bit confusing. So that's all the posts. And if we want an auto response, then I think that's when we tick it, and then that's when that will happen. So let's just see, auto post added. Okay, so now let's just see if I type in OK, whether that's going to pick that up. Okay, so Facebook's worked out that I posted. Let's see if the messenger bot works that out. Okay, I'm just going to add resource 1 in there. That's what I don't suppose you can do. I don't know if you can do multiple keywords. I'll do resource 1 on there as well. Okay, and I'll just do it again. Now it may be working and we've hit the limit. So they do have a limit in Facebook where they won't send a message in a sequence of messages too quickly. So I think you get I can't remember how many it is, but a couple of messages within 10 minutes or something, and then after the 10 minutes then the next set of messages will go. So these may actually be working and queued up. It's just that we may have hit the limit, because I'm using my own account. So I've had all these messages come in. So maybe that's why it is, because I had that message come in. So it might be waiting the 10 minutes before it sends me the next bit from there. Anyway, but you get the you get the picture of what it should do, and it will do it once it's calmed down. So that's basically the plan, though. So you can see how it works, and you can just get them to comment on a post, which is much easier than explaining to somebody to to go to Messenger and send you a message. Although that is kind of possible, and there is the the little button at the top of the fan page that you can do as well. So let me just add that in now. Okay, and then we'll get onto the in the more interesting stuff now. So let me just add actually I don't want contact you. Send message, there we go, that's the one I want. So yeah, so we can just get them to send a message there. Yeah, message is what we want, blah 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 blah. There we go. Okay, so it should be where did that go in? So if we reply there, yeah, that's coming in, and there we go, there's the auto reply, and there's the message coming in. So if you can explain to people to send the message from there, you can make all of that happen. But you know, in my eyes, it's much easier if they just comment below, you know, on the post, because then, you know, they're kind of used to doing that. That's my logic. Actually, I don't know if I can do it with one of my fan pages. Okay, so I don't quite know why that isn't springing into action. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's somebody else. Thought that was my message then. Anyway, we'll see when these going to come in on their own. But you know, in theory, when I do that, it should have been the same as when I messaged them, you know, up here. Okay, let's get on to the good stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that now. So we've done that, and we've kind of done that one. Well, I'll keep that up just in case. Okay, so let's do the interesting bit now. So I think to do this effectively, yeah, it's easier to do it out of the tool. If we're in the tool and we're kind of, you know, doing it from here, so it's training your bot, not your training, like I got wrong. So yeah, we can build a sequence, you know, here. But if we do it in here, then yeah, we're going to kind of, you know, think of the flow of this, and I don't think that that's as healthy as doing it, you know, this way. Yes, we got that message twice. Okay, so let's just do it here. So the point is, you know, what do they need to hear? What's the emotion in the product? What's the transformation in the product? Okay, so that's what we want to, you know, work out. So, which way should we do this? Let's duplicate that one. Okay, so if we pick the messenger product, okay, yeah, we need to know who we're talking and what they need to know and what the issues are and how we can draw them in as quickly as possible. Okay, so the question is you know, who you know, uses messenger, who would use messenger and why? Okay, and to make this successful, we need to niche that down, you know, as much as possible. We can't just say everybody needs it. It might be true, but we can't talk to everybody. So we have to work that out. So I'm just going to pick, you know, an easy one. So let's, or no, you know, one I've thought of before. So let's say I particularly want to deal, you know, with life coaches. So, yeah, if I'm selling the message to life coach people, you know, what do they need to hear? So they probably do, you know, one-to-one stuff, and they probably do, you know, courses, info courses and stuff. Maybe they have, you know, some big seminars or workshops or something, or exhibitions to do, but they're kind of what they're selling. You know, right, I'm going to put there. That's kind of what they're selling. So how do they, yeah, what's their normal lead magnet to get people, you know, into the thing, you know, into their funnel? And the other thing is that, you know, bear in mind that this might be, you know, a 16 touch, you know, series. I call it a series. You know, so it can't just be, you know, buy me, buy me, buy me. So, you know, again, you know, they're going to do their own client journey for people who need, you know, life coaching. So let's just do that, because that'd be worth doing, I think. So let's just bring this in. So although, you know, we're sending messages to them, we need to know a bit about, you know, their business and how they would, you know, do this. So so this is, say, you know, life coaching messenger. So, you know, if they're life coaching, you know, maybe they've got, you know, problems or whatever, but, you know, let's basically say that they want to, you know, improve their life in a particular way, and let's say it's, well, let's just say that, yeah, let's say that they're stressed. You know, they want to be less stressed. Okay, so yeah, what are the obstacle, skills, and growth required to, you know, to become less stressed? So they need to, you know, the obstacles that they're going to face. I'm going to put these in a row just because I can't really lay them out well otherwise. Is you know, that they're going to need to create, you know, the time and a place, and strangely, maybe or not, to have a plan. Okay, so, you know, maybe they know, you know, they know they want to be, they're stressed, but how do they do it? You know, what's the plan? So they're the first obstacles. Okay, so where they're going to do it, when they're going to have time to do it, and what actually is it that they're going to do. Okay, now the skills that they're going to need, you know, to do this, is, let's say that, you know, one of the things that they're going to do is meditation. Okay, so to do that, they're going to need to know, you know, basically how to, I've forgotten that word now. Right. Anyway, but yeah, basically how to chant. Chant's not the right word, but anyway, but yeah, it's how to, I've forgotten the word. Anyway, yeah, how to chant, and also, you know, you know, their posture and their breathing. No, they're not all fitting, but anyway. And, you know, maybe they need, which is one we didn't actually have before, but yeah, maybe they need some, you know, tools to do this. And so maybe one of those is going to be, you know, a guided, you know, you know, lesson. So, you know, a guided voice. And maybe, you know, that might include music, or maybe if they're doing their own, you know, they might want their own, you know, music. Maybe, you know, because they're in a noisy place or something, they'll want, you know, headphones or something, so that they're more isolated, or that they can do it on the go. And maybe they need, or maybe they would like, you know, some things to go with it. So, you know, aromatherapy, you know, lighting, you know, a mat, a cushion, or something to sit on, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, and then to get, you know, really good at it, let's do a different colour. Oops, use that colour already. I'll just use that. Yeah, to get really good at it, maybe they need, you know, to understand, you know, a different set of these, and maybe they need to learn, you know, deeper techniques, and maybe they need to be able to do it, you know, oops, you know, quicker. Oops. And, you know, maybe, you know, way down the road, maybe they might want to teach it to others. Okay, and actually become a guru themselves. Okay, so that's, you know, that's a very rough outline of maybe what needs to go on. So you can see there's quite a lot of things, you know, involved. It's not just as simple as, you know, book me. And you know, we want to get people into it. So one of the things that, you know, this is their kind of client journey. These are things that we can talk about, and these are things that we can you know, do as well. And you know, this is all stuff that they need to know. So, but how do we formulate that into, you know, something? You know, basically we can do, you know, a content series, you know, on pain points. So you know, we know that it's about pain. Okay, no. You know, we know that they want to be stressed, but what are they stressed about? Maybe, you know, it's work, maybe it's family, maybe it's their environment, you know, maybe it's, you know, money, maybe, you know, they're just worried about their health. You know, maybe there's, you know, emotional things going on, arguments, and, you know, relationship stuff. What else might stress people out? You know, maybe they're not sleeping well, maybe that's the cause of it, or, you know, maybe that's the you know, the other end of it. You know, maybe they're just you know, tired and fatigued, and that's stressing them out, you know, or maybe it's the other way around. So that'll do for the minute. So you know, we can look at you know, this kind of stuff, and maybe it's just, you know, hectic lifestyle. You know, maybe they're a, you know, stay-at-home mum, and, you know, they've got the kids and they never get a moment to themselves, and, you know, that kind of stuff. So now it depends who we're, you know, who we're talking to. You know, whether we are talking to mums or workers or busy executives or, you know, whatever, and then to work out, you know, what their, you know, what their issue is, and then we could write an article on that, you know, and then do that. But what we really want to do in terms of the messenger with this is to break that down really into, you know, what Frank Kern coined. I don't think he invented it anyway. But yeah, results in advance. And results in advance is great because it's not, you know, it's actually you know, proving to people, you know, that you can do it. So what we really want to do is that we could just give them, you know, an easy way into meditation, and, you know, maybe the first one, you know, could just be, you know, a voice to listen to. Okay, guided thing, but just a voice. They don't need to do exercises of breathing or anything. Then maybe there might be, yeah, a picture series or videos of, you know, how to breathe. Then there might be a video, you know, and a kind of, you know, I don't want to call it a sit-along video, of how to actually, you know, meditate. Actually, before that, there might be, you know, an article, you know, about the chants and what kind of things to chant and how to chant and the, you know, the pacing of them, and, you know, and that kind of stuff. And maybe that's, you know, in a diagram. You know, maybe behind all this there might be an infographic to explain the whole kind of, you know, or a mind map to explain the whole kind of, you know, series of things going on, to give them a conceptual view. But really, you know, we could get them on the road, you know, with these, you know, these kind of things, and then maybe, you know, the ultimate goal is to, you know, is to I'll call it fly solo. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so I know that's getting a bit into, you know, too much into that niche, and, you know, but you know, I think it's the best way to, you know, to work out how to do it. So let's just pick this first one, you know, to give them a guided voice, you know, to do it. So so we could, depending on how we, yeah, we're going to get them into this funnel. Just going to borrow a circle from there. You know, basically there is going to be some kind of link bait. Okay, so it's probably going to be, you know, well, it's going to be a promise. Okay, that's the first thing it's going to be, and it might, it could be an article, it could be a video, or it could be a an MP3 podcast thing. It doesn't really matter what it actually is, but basically there's a promise in this. So there's a, the link bait basically is as you'd expect, is the pane, and maybe within that pane there is also the situation and the empathy. Okay, and that kind of thing. And I don't know what the other one's going to be yet. Okay, and then basically we're going to have our results in advance, which will be experience 1, and we'll just get them into it easily and quickly and shortly. And then the same thing, number 2 will be more advanced. Maybe we even give them number 3. Okay, and maybe in with in with these, there could be other aspects of it as well. Because again, what we do in the chatbot doesn't just have to be words. It can actually be audio and video and files that they can download as well. Okay, so this might be I mean, there's so many things that we could do. But anyway, this could be a guided voice. This could be the sort of music thing. This could be the join in video chant. Another one could be a chant script and that kind of thing, and that'll do us for the minute. Okay, maybe we'll do that in a different order, but that might work, because this is the chant script would be their own version, so they'd start off with our one, and then that sort of thing. In fact, I will swap those two around. Okay, so we've got 4 physical things that we can give them. These are files or documents or pictures or diagrams or whatever of how they can use these techniques. These are the 3 levels that we're gonna do, and then that might be enough. Maybe we might need another sequence as well, but basically at that point we could certainly offer them something and see if they want to to go for the deeper more kind of option. Okay, or maybe they want to do group or solo training. Maybe it's too difficult on their own. Okay, so and that's where they get their customers from now. Or maybe that they just buy a home study course or resources, or that kind of thing. Okay, and it sounds a bit odd, but there could actually be done for you packs. I don't mean done for you in you can relax for them, but maybe the resources that they need, the chants and the scripts and the imagery and stuff, I guess they're more templates, but it could be done for you, or templates or something like that. Okay, but there could be sets of tools to help them. Okay, and there could even actually very easily be some software that might be involved in this. And there's a thing I saw the other day, which was a little mobile app, and monitor and stuff, and it had all the relaxing moods and stuff on tap, and that was a subscription. Okay, so it could be software, or it could be a subscription a subscription to a SaaS. Okay, so I know we've gone a bit too deep into that. And we're going on too long, but this is kind of this is this is our flow, this is our plan. So now we know what we want to say to them, how we can get to what we can say to them, and we know where we're leading them, and we know that we've got enough stuff to give them. So let's just map this out, in this thing. So one of the ways that we might do this, visually, is we might do, kind of a mem. Okay, and in that mem we might have, a caption competition or something like that. They don't necessarily need to win anything, but something that they can join in. Or maybe we would have, a voting, an A or B, vote. And and maybe we could have a pop quiz. Okay, now all those four are actually really good kind of link bait things, because they seem like innocent content, because they are really, but they're certainly not saying buy me. And there's not a great clue that they're leading to this, and they're interesting. Okay, so it doesn't have to be just a simple, kind of advert, which is, do you want to feel less stressed, or are you stressed in relationship, or you're stressed at work, or are you getting no time to relax, or anything like that, or you can't sleep. It doesn't have to be an advert like that. It could just be, one of these kind of things, or it could be a story, or a case study, or advertorial. Okay, I mean they're all kind of alternatives to articles, or it could just be a blog post, without an out thing. And the other interesting thing, before I forget it, is news. So it could be a new discovery, or something's happened, or celebrity story, that you can ride on the back of. So but it could be it could be a celebrity news thing. Some celebrity admits that they're depressed or something, and they meditate or something. So that you can ride on the fact that people like that celebrity, and then they probably have the same problems as the celebrity, so we lead them in that. So these are all really good, not selly kind of things, to do. So so we could just pick the maybe the pop quiz one, and let's just see where we get on with the file. So I'll try and do this as quickly as I can, because I know I'm talking too much. This doesn't come in. Anyway, I don't know when that's going to come in, or why it hasn't come in. Anyway, so we're going to build this. We're going to do this thing. So this is just for us, life coach stress pop quiz, we'll call it. Okay, so this is the sequence. Okay, that's happened, and we're talking about. I don't know why I put it on that page, but anyway. So now we're going to create the message. So what do we? How are we going to get them in? So it could be that we put the widget on the web page, and we say to them, we have the pop quiz visually up there, and it's take the pop quiz. So this is our first message here. So it could be something just like okay. So we might just put a nice little image here first. I don't know if I've got one handy. I'll just use my handy image. So we'll have some relaxing image here, and then we would just say something like whatever, this isn't going to be good copy, but anyway, yeah, thank you for taking the pop quiz. Choose your answer below, and then we'll show you the most popular. Okay, so there's interest in that because I want to know what other people have said, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So let's just do a text button here, and actually, sorry, we probably need to have the thing anyway. But it's so we might say click button A. Actually, that's a bit stupid. Choose. Click the button for your answer. Okay, I've not said that very well, but you know what I mean. And then this button will be we'll do a new message in a minute, and it will be so I don't know what the question is, so we haven't put the question in. So let's just say let's say something like, which drink makes you relax more? So is it coffee? I don't know if I'm filling that right in there. And just before we do that, let's put the question: which drink do you think most people said relaxed them the most? Okay, and the one thing I like about this a lot is that you can drag the order of the boxes about. Okay, so anyway, so that's the question. Maybe we'll have another image for there. So we've got the the button there, and then we will have T. I don't know if I'm doing that bit right. Anyway, we'll see. So right, yeah. So they got that. Let's have green tea. And then let's have this one. Oh, hang on. Oh, we can only have 3. Okay, all right. I was going to put herbal tea in there as well. Anyway, so okay, so maybe that's just extract. Maybe I'll make that say herbal tea. There we go. So I don't know why I'm fussing about that. Anyway, right. So they've got 3 options, and then they can, then they can do, that, and yeah. So that's that. So when they say, whatever it is, yeah, we're gonna do, at the moment we're doing new message, okay, which is you said whatever. So yeah, we could have an individual answer for that, but what I really want is a global answer. So I'm gonna get another question. Where are we? Right, there we go. So it's another question, which is going to be, our pop quiz answers. Okay, because whatever they say, I actually want to show them, the same thing, but with the right answer. So let's say, that, and then, this is going to be, straight away again, and we're going to do, again, I'm just going to put my blanket image in, just it makes it look pretty, and here are the most popular results. Okay, and then these might be, I'm going to need, let's do this one. Yeah, okay, this one's going to be do this one. So let's say this one is the herbal tea, and then there could be an image for that, and it could be, you know, 60% said herbal tea. Maybe we have a picture of herbal tea here. I wonder if we can do an extra. Yeah, we can. And then yeah, anyway, you get the picture. I don't really need to fill this in, do I? But anyway, so let's say this is green tea. You know, same sort of thing. Picture of the green tea, and then we see, you know, coffee. But obviously, coffee is going to be, you know, and maybe we put, you know, a comment in there. Okay, and then we can have a picture of each, you know, and whatever. And then after we've shown them all the options, actually, I might. Just put a text message in saying something like that. Okay, and then we might just save that. Anyway, you can see basically how, you know, easy this is. Oh, you want the image in there. Yeah, how easy this is to do. I'm going to put the same image in for, you know, for speed. Obviously, ideally, they would be of the actual things. Okay, but you can see how sweet that looks, how cute that looks. Okay, we imagine they were the different drinks. Okay, with all the, you know, whatever. Okay, and it could even be, yeah, we had a little button there, and it goes to a link. Which was this herbal tea? Okay, and then maybe, you know, it goes to, you know, your store, or maybe just you know, an affiliate, you know, link, and it would go straight to the product. And maybe we want to know about that, and maybe we'd add them to buy sequence. But anyway, let's just say that, yeah, that we did something like that. Okay, so, you know, now they can buy that if they want it, you know, whatever. And we could do the same with these. I won't fill that in, but yeah, you can get the, you know, the print. So if they, you know, if they think that herbal tea is the thing and they want to buy the best, you know, most relaxing herbal tea right now, they can do that. So you can put a call to action in straight there, and then more results in a minute, and you know, and we're done. But you can see it looks pretty cute. Obviously, if we had the right pictures in there, it would be, you know, even better. And let's say, anyway, I could do another, you know, I could do another thing here, which is, you know, going to be more about the relaxation with another sequence. Okay, that's what I was thinking. But what is my other? I've lost one of my sequences, I think. Hang on. Swore I saved it. Maybe I didn't. Right. Actually, I could have just done plus messages there either. Anyway, but that's that was the questions. Okay, and I thought we did another answer, but anyway, all right. I thought we did another sequence. I've lost that though. Okay. Anyway, so we could just do another message here, and that could be the one that we just did. Okay, and actually I won't put the list in because we did that. I don't know where that went. I really thought I saved it. Anyway, so yeah, so we're going to message 1, message 2. Yeah, so they're the questions, they're the results, and you know, and we're off. But what I wanted to do, actually, was to do a new sequence, because this is going to be the same for all of them. So I don't know why that didn't work. Anyway, let's just. Maybe I did. Anyway, I don't know. I'll call this global answers, okay, and I won't bother doing it again, you know, but it'll be show and show and sell or show and tell, you know, whichever it is, but it'll be that nice three-way grid thing that we had that I've since have lost. Anyway, so that's pop quiz answers. Actually, I'll call it global pop quiz answers just so I don't get confused. Right, there we go. So now there we go. Now you should have two sequences. So what I wanted to happen was that when they filled this one in, and you know, rather than doing it here, what I wanted to do was actually, I think I want to do. Actually, I can just do it there. So then, yeah. So after so we show them the questions here, and then when they've shown the questions, then we take them to the second sequence, which is the global answers. And the only reason that I want to do it globally is that you know, I'm going to do a number of these quizzes at the front, okay, but I'm always going to want the same kind of answers at the back, because this has got the buy buttons on, yeah, with the products and the courses that we're selling, and you know, getting to the close. Anyway, that's basically it. So you can see, you know, the way it works. You see, it's quite easy to do. I've made a bit of a meal of it, but basically, you know, you can create the sequences, and you know, I've shown you all the things that you know you can do with them. The way you can add the pictures and the questions and all that, and then branch them off, and you can branch them off either, you know, within the thing or to another sequence that you've already done, you know, for something else. Why can't I go back there? There we go. Okay, but we've got two sequences now, and we can reuse them. So, and the other thing is that we can reuse them also in the keywords. So if we add you know, a new keyword, which was you know, well, it'll be too long. So it was stress. Okay, we can put them into you know, into one of these sequences that we've done. So there are the global answers. In fact, it's there somewhere. Anyway, pop quiz welcomer, I think it was. So then they can go, you know, if they type in the word stress anywhere, or sorry, if they message the word stress, then it will call up this pop quiz, this pop quiz welcomer that we just created in the sequence. And when they answer that pop quiz sequence, it takes them to the pop quiz global answers. Okay. So you can see how, you know, things are reusable, and it's very, you know, easy and nice, you know, to do all that. I need to make it active and save it, and I think that should be it. So if they message the word stress, you know, they should get that all back. So I don't know if that's going to work. Let's give that a go. Where's Messenger? There it is. So I guess I have to do it as me. So if I type in the word stress, it should hopefully give me the pop quiz. There we go. Thank you for taking part in the pop quiz. Which you think is the most relaxing drink? Tea, coffee, herbal tea. So I'm going to say herbal tea. Okay, let's acknowledge that, and then it should show me the global answers if we're very lucky. Do. Obviously there's a queue with, you know, everybody using it on launch night, because it may fail because this is live. But anyway, it should show me the global answers. I don't know if we need to wait for that. I don't know quite why they're coming, not coming immediately. It didn't come in the end. Okay, so for some reason it didn't. Anyway, but when they did, you know, herbal tea, maybe I didn't put it in the quiz. Let's just check that sequence very quickly. So this was this one, and let's have a look at that quiz. So we had herbal tea. Oh, because I didn't go back and put it in, right? So all it actually said is you said tea, so that's not quite what we want. So we want it then to go to the global answers. Sorry, that's what I did wrong. So all of these should be going to the global answers. Sorry, that's user error. Okay, but I couldn't put that in until I created it. So sometimes you have to work a bit backwards. So we need to create the answers before we can put them in the questions, if that makes sense. So that's that done. Let's save that again. And I'm just going to try it again. just to see. Okay, but remember this is, yeah, they actually have to message us. So there it is, it's running again. This time when I put in able to, hopefully, yeah, so I didn't complete that message again because it didn't save it and I got fed up doing it again. But yeah, that's gone into the global answer sequence now, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so the only thing about this one is that they have to you know, message them using the send message button or something like that. So what I really want to do is you know, just, I've shown it to you once, but just, you know, to do it again is just to, yeah, comment response. So this is all of the posts. Okay, let's say that I do it on this. Okay, and let's say the keyword is, you know, stress again, but instead of having to message it, okay, we can, you know, they can just comment on the post, and then we can send them the thing. So that's all the posts. So when they, wasn't that there? When they, what didn't I do there? Why didn't that save? Hang on. Right, that one. Auto post message added. Okay. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Oh, there we are. So it's in there now. Right. So yeah. So if they comment on this post stress, then they're going to get that message there, and then what I want to be able to do is then send the sequence. And I don't know if I can do that. Having said that now, but that's what I want to do. What's Facebook posting this on? Don't know. Oh, that's some other thing. Okay. So the auto response is that. I wanted to send the sequence. I don't quite know why we can't send the sequence from that. That's what I was hoping we could do. So maybe they'll add that, or maybe I'm just being too hopeful. Anyway, but that's what I wanted to do. But the instructions from now would be just message us via messenger with the word stress. But you see, what I wanted to do is I wanted them to be able to type stress there, and then it would send the sequence. So I hope they'll add that. I don't know why that isn't in here. Anyway, and we could do all that with Twitter as well, remember. So that's basically it. Okay, that's basically it. But what I'm trying to show you, you see, we probably could put the stress thing in here. I don't really understand the difference between the message hubs, and the other one. Maybe these all are. No, these. I think this is just a summary of all the messages that are available, actually, and then we can duplicate them or add them. Okay, yeah. So, and then click on them to edit them, of course. So this is just a summary of what's going on, and obviously it's getting a bit messy. So, yeah, we can either show them all, or if we've got message groups, we can, you know, narrow them down a bit. So, some of these should be stress, and some of these should be whatever else we were talking about. But what I wanted to happen is when they commented stress, that they would get the message sequence. Which I thought we'd done, but I might be going mad now. Okay. Let's see my stress one here now. Anyway, not to worry. So, but yeah, that's what we wanted to happen. At least they'll get that, and they can comment the word stress. And that was under, where was that under now? I wish they wouldn't call it bot training. keep thinking that's for us. Anyway, so we can do keywords. But that's if they message us. So that's perfect if they message us, we send them the sequence. It's just that what I want in there, that how we set the sequences, we can broadcast, whatever, welcome message, error message, whatever. But what I wanted to happen was when they commented stress, that it wouldn't just send that, it would send the message. Anyway, you can see what I'm getting at. Sorry, and it was down here as well. And I hope they'll add that. I'll have to suggest it to look. Anyway, that's it. So, but what I was trying to explain was basically that what we send them, we should map out like this, and what we're sending them is completely value based, but we have put in a bit of selling as well. Okay, but this is what we wanted to do as a concept, and we're leading to this. But in terms of actually the messages we send out, you can see that it's very easy. So not that one. Very easy to to work out what the what the sequence of messages are. You can have as many of these as you want, and you can use them when you want if they're messaging you. And when we get the comment one in, then we can do it off comments as well. But yeah, you can see that you can put whatever you want in there, pictures, text, whatever, buttons. The buttons can lead to whatever or have their own answers, and that kind of thing. And that's it. But yeah, I think what we've seen is it's kind of quite nice because they can, we drive them to do the pop quiz, and they do the pop quiz. Where are we? And they do the pop quiz, and then they put their answers in, and they're getting individual answers back, and then if we hadn't lost the sequence we did, there would be buy buttons on these, in the order that they'd been ranked by the public. Okay, and the more pictures we use and stuff, the better. And as far as I know, you can do video and audios as well. I'm not quite sure where that is in this. I thought it was in here, but it's not. Anyway, there we go. And that's it. And you get analytics of everything that's going on. Okay, and we can see, if we had more stats in there, we'd see what was happening. We can find content to post like pictures, and if there's a particular fan page we want to be inspired by, we can drag from that as well. But in the lead generation thing, the website widget, absolutely classic. So that's that thing that was down there. And again, we can decide. So those are the domains it's going to work on. That's the code script, and then we can add that widget to the thing. And because this is Messenger, if they typed in the word stress here, they would get, I believe, the sequence. So let's just see. I'm risking me credibility here, but let's see if it's going to work. So I've just got the name of the domain, of course. Brand scripts. So this is the website, and this is actually the Messenger integration. But this is off the all the keywords here should work. So if I type in that, I should get the sequence. I said hoping, and there we go. There's the pictures. There's the pop quiz. There are the answers. I can do the answer, and if we hadn't lost it, we would get the results back with the buy buttons, show and sell as I put it there. Okay, and they haven't had to leave our website. Okay, and look at that. They haven't had to leave our website. But we're just using all the functions of Facebook in there, and when we go to Facebook, all of that will be here. This should be the web conversation we just had. You've had more sequences, it'd be clearer. And then when we go in, and again when we go to Facebook, everything we did on the website will be in here. Okay, but look at that. We can go to the website and integrate everything that we've set up on Facebook, all of the sequences and funnels, and they don't have to leave our website, and they'll get all of that straight from Facebook. And I think that's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then when we go to a Facebook thing, yeah, we can find out about the people and when they interacted, and I think there's a way of filtering when they last engaged with you, and you could follow them up with a broadcast or whatever. But we can also see, where's that gone, in the live chat. Yeah, right from here, yeah, we can see that they're on our website right now, and this is the conversation we're having. If we want to interject with that, yeah, we can. Great. Great. Thanks for taking the quiz. Fun. Okay, now this is us, being human, or your VA or whatever, following up. And sorry, I have to click the button, I suppose. And we could even, I think, we can even send them a sequence. So, we can send them, whatever that is. Okay, and that could be the thing with the buy buttons, whatever. I don't know what that was about, what that error is. And if we look back on the website, which is there, see, it's actually come up in the messenger. Okay, so I don't know what that error was, but that's the automated response from them putting the keyword in, buttons, different answers, and then this is us interjecting live, and they haven't had to leave our website. It's just so immense. And then when they go to Facebook, there's everything that they've done. There's that message we just sent them live. So we're we're in on the website, and we're on in Messenger, and that's the message. That's that message just coming in. So now we get the little red icon saying something's happening. When I go check that out, that will be that message there. Okay, so I think it's just great the way it interacts with the live website, the way it all, we can do all these options, and we've got this interactive live funnel going on. So this is our website, but depending on what button they push, we can send them a whole new sequence under training your bot, not training how to use your bot. We can send them a whole sequence of stuff, products to buy, competitions, articles, training series, anything that you want in there. So I'm pretty sure it does audio and video. I need to check why that isn't there. But all of that driven straight from the widget on the website. Haven't had to leave the website. All that power there, and then when they do go back to Facebook, that's there. And as I say, some of the clever stuff I did that I explained in the email is, the guy used this basically. The email drove to a website. The website was just the report in the case something on, and it was if you want this report, if you want to download this report, just type in just messages here. And then when you do that, then that led you to the group. To the group, and then you join the group, and you get the downloads. Okay, but and that would be the link in this would be the link to the group. That's how you get them to join. So you can get them from the website into your Facebook group to deliver, the gift. Okay, and then they get the gift instantly because you can have links in here straight away, and then they're in your messenger, and then you can get them, and they'll get the little red thing when they're speaking to you. Okay, and also you can get all of this stuff here, with the live chat here, which is a bit easier to use than the Facebook one. And I think you can filter this down into when you last spoke to them and all that sort of stuff, and you can send them all the other sequences, that you've created instantly from there. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to stop there. So that's basically it. So I know it's very long and a bit too involved, and you probably didn't want to know about the meditation, life coaching example, but there we go. So if you want the resources from tonight's thing, if you could just until I get that to work, if you can just message us on the page. So you go to the page and you use the send message button. Okay, if you can do that, with the word resource, then I'll get you the resource. Now when I get it to work, you'll just be able to comment resource or resource one down here, and it will do the same thing, because it's difficult to explain that. But it's easy to say just comment on the message there, but I don't think it's in there yet. And if you want the resources tonight, just message me with resource there, and I'll get that to you on, as I say, on Friday, because I'm going to be finishing it off tomorrow with kind of what we've learned from this. So did I deliver value? Hopefully I did. You let me know. Put it in the chat box. I know it went on too long. Okay, but put it in there. Okay, so the dreaded moment while I wait for you, wait for you to throw tomatoes at me. No, okay, no, that's good. So yeah, Mary loved it. Ruth was thought it was great as usual. Fantastic. I like Ruth. She's my favourite fan. Roland is good. Graham, useful. Paul, opened my eyes. Okay. Ricky, never thought of using it, that deeply. That's good. John, yeah, I don't know. That's a good yeah or a bad yeah. And Kook, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thinks it's splendid, and he wants to go buy it. So that's fantastic. Okay, so if you do want to go buy it, that's part one of tonight. You can buy yours from clickjustclick.com/LukeBots. Okay, I usually put that in capitals just to make it a bit easier. Clickjustclick.com/LukeBots. Luke's the guy who has made it, and you can get yours. And so the front end's only about $40, less than $40 if you want the agency with 20, basically, white. What's it called? Sorry, it's really late now. White label. Sorry, there we are. Then that's $200. But otherwise, it's $40, and you get unlimited everything in this launch period. Unlimited pages, unlimited messages. You can do it for other people if you can connect to their accounts, or if you're the admin of their page, or you can just run it for them or create a fan page for them and run that for them, and then bill them for that. If you buy the white label agency licenses, obviously you can give them their own login, and you can manage that and retract it if they don't pay you and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so there we go. So that one is you can buy the bot. As you can see, basically it works. Hopefully they'll add that feature where it responds with the sequence off of the comments as well. But the second thing is, and don't panic, because you cannot buy it tonight. Okay, even if you begged me, you cannot. Okay, but what I hope we started to uncover was that the tool is fantastic, and it's all very whiz bling and novel and great and exciting, but it's just a platform. Okay. You need the platform because this is how we actually reach the people at the moment. In the old day, 5 years ago it was email. Now it's probably messenger bots. In another 5 years it might be something else. It's not going to stay the same forever. But for the a good 3 years at least, I'm sure. Messenger bots are here with us, particularly if we use them in this kind of interactive, enhancing way, offering value and entertaining people and helping them, giving them value. Then this is going to stay because it's it's just so immediate and on hand. It's instant gratification, instant entertainment, exactly what you want. You branch off to get the bit that you're interested in. It's really good for the audience as well, and and it's an actual conversation. Half of it can be, well, more of it, 80% of it can be automated, and then you can just put the odd, human thing in, when they've got an actual conversation, an actual question, and there is a button that, so you can have, text inputs. I didn't really show you that one, but you can have text inputs on the, in the sequence. Let's just do one here. And then that can trigger keyboard input, they call it, and then that can trigger that. So if they type something in here, it can let you know. And then when you get a message that they actually want a human answer from you, then you can just reply back to them in the live chat thing there, or on Messenger itself. Okay, so 80% of it can be automated, but the bit that you need to close the sale to give the personal thing, you know, all in here as well, and that's why I think Messenger's here to stay for, you know, quite a while. But yeah, but basically it's just a platform. It's, you know, it's technology. It's how we deliver it. But that's not the point. The point is what do we deliver? And it's, you know, I know it's complicated and a bit long drawn out, but you know, this is actually what we need to do. You know, if we were a salesman in the shop, physical shop still, this is what we would be doing naturally. Okay, and we can't just not do that just because it's online. Okay, because people are not enjoying that. You know, they're rebelling against it. They don't want to deal with faceless, impersonal Me Too web pages. Okay, same with funnels. Okay, just a set of pages with no interaction. The whole thing about Messenger is we can make it interaction. If they've got a question, you can just put that keyword in the question, or you can, you know, have a menu system to your FAQ or SAQ. I believe you can call up audios and videos, you know, as well, and it just makes the whole thing, you know, interactive. It makes it like a conversation, but you know, 80-90% of it can be automated. And then when they have something particular that they need to do, like when I needed to know from that guy in the email case study that I gave you, you know, did they do a particular style of music? That wasn't programmed into the bot, but it was an input, and I said, you know, I asked him a question, he got that question, and he was able to reply to me, yeah, within the hour, and that basically closed the sale, because, you know, without that bit of information I couldn't buy it. Now on the website, you know, the way to ask him that question is really convoluted. You know, there'll be a help desk or a button or a form, or, you know, I have to send him an email. You know, is the email going to come? Is his reply going to come? Is it going to go in my spam bin? You know, when is it going to happen? All that kind of stuff. With MessengerBot, basically instant, you know, or very quick, you know, very reliable delivery, you know, superb open rates, 80% plus open rates, you know, unheard of in email. You know, email 22%, I think, no, it might be 24%. 24% in a really good niche, if you're really lucky. MessengerBot, because it's, you know, live and everything, and on Facebook, and people are on Facebook. I forget what the figure I saw today was, but it was something like, I can't remember, but anyway, it was actually, it was in the billions. Anyway, it was 1 billion people use Facebook every day. Every day, 1 billion people every day. It's a lot of people on Facebook. Okay, and when you go to Facebook and you're engaging and you send them a message, you get a little red button circle up here saying, hey, you've got, you know, like the old AOL thing, you've got mail. And it's really hard to ignore these. You want to go look what they are. Right now I want to click on that and see what's happened. You know, and when I get a message, again, even more so, I want to know who's speaking to me. Okay, and it could just be your messenger bot, but I still want to know. And when I see that little red circle, I'm going to get excited and I'm going to want to click it. And that's, you know, that's what it's all about. But anyway, you know, bottom line, just the platform. What we need to work out is what we're going to tell people. Okay, what we do inside the course is we're going to explain that, you know, a lot more succinctly than what we've done tonight. This was live. I didn't rehearse it. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know if it was going to work. Some of it didn't work. You know, but the thing was launched today. I only bought it today. You know, I'm trying to work out how it works, so, you know, it's not going to be super slick, but it was live. We did it. I think we covered a lot of ground. I think you got a good feel for how it works, and I think you can basically see that it does work. And it's certainly really cheap at $40, and you can get unlimited pages, unlimited messages, unlimited subscribers. You know, in this launch few days. Before it goes to monthly and they start putting limits on it. But, you know, we need to know what to tell people. So it does that. Now, the other thing is that you can see this process becomes quite complicated with little boxes and, you know, and there's no room for content in the, you know, and et cetera, et cetera. So what the other half of the conversation matrix does is it gives you a tool. It gives you a software tool, a bit like a mind mapping thing. It doesn't look exactly like a mind mapper, but that kind of thing, that lets you lay out your content and actually expand it out, and then you can just copy and paste you know, your actual sequence into this puppy. Okay, and it will help you to create the graphics that you need, You know, because these need to be more like infographics, because they're not just random pictures. They need to have a point. You know, if you're doing memes, you need to be able to create the mem. So, you know, it will do all that inside the thing that I'm talking about. So, just, you know, as I say, you cannot buy it tonight. Okay, if you wanted to, you begged me to, you cannot buy it tonight. But is it interesting? Would you be interested in buying it? Okay, it's another, you know, tense moment for me when we see what people think. So Bob D says no. Okay, that's fair enough. That was the first one I picked. Anyway, okay. So Ruth says yes, definitely. Wow, that's I like Ruth, as I told you. Dean says sounds amazing. Okay, good. Graham, yeah, you can see the value in that. Jenny says I need it now. Brilliant. John says yes. You know, not sure how to use. I'm not sure how to use Messenger without it. Yeah, okay, yeah, because you know it does get quite involved and nested. So yeah, and that's what the tool and the course is about. So yeah, so basically, Ricky says yes as well. Definitely buy it. Flynn says, let me know when I can buy it. Put me on the bird list. I think it means early bird list. Okay. Or I'll put you on the bird list as well if you want. Fantastic. No, thank you for that. That's brilliant. Okay, so I think you can see the value of that. I think you understand the value of this. If you want to get this, you can go to click. I'm sure I put that in capitals. There we go. You can go to click.com/LukeBots, or one word. And get, yeah, it's a say $40 and it's basically unlimited. If you want to get the agency, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. And then I'll let you know, because you're all on the well, no, sorry, you'll need to let me know, won't you? So you need to go and message me with resource. So for instance, if you ask for the resource for tonight, then I will let you know about the compensation matrix as soon as it's available, which should be in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So that's it. I'm going to say good night. Good night. See, I did. And I'll see you then. And don't forget,